I'm gonna have one more video before I come in to see Assassin's Creed. I really hope that movie is gonna be garbage. Let's get into this video. I never thought that this would be a newsworthy material, and for those of you who come in for the thumbnail, I don't blame you. If you want the full art and not the video, it's down there. It's just that reverse image search make it difficult for me to find the original artist so that I can credit him or her. On to the topic at hand. So, it's official. On Overwatch's own site, where they hosted the comic for it, Tracer is revealed to be gay. Stop right there, foaming mouth guy from Avatar. That is pretty much already well established. It's an ascendant meme from the fandom. If you just take a minute into the Overwatch fandom, Widow Tracer is the most popular ship in there. I mean, Overwatch Tracer is gay. Yeah. So, I really don't know why people should throw a freaking parade over this. Overwatch's multiplayer-based nature has caused its own universe to not have any story at all, which leaves the fans to fill in the blanks. And one of the blanks that they love to fill is always Tracer being gay to anyone, especially Widowmaker, that and Far Mercy, because it's my favorite ship. So, why is this a parade again?
The video game Overwatch just outed its most popular character.
Again, I really don't see why this is newsworthy material, but let's get reading. I'm gonna need a good Overwatch fan art to accompany me throughout. This one's good.
Ever since its release in May 2016, players have praised Overwatch, Blizzard's massively popular team-based multiplayer first-person shooter video game, for its unique playable characters. Their lineup doesn't feature much racial, body, or age diversity yet, but they did just...
screw off! Seriously, screw the hell off. Just look at the freaking cast. If you think that that is not diverse enough, you're an insult to colorblind people, an insult to non-white cast, an insult to human intelligence in general. Christ, this article couldn't give one paragraph in before I have to smash my head in the wall. And it turns out that's literally the entire article. The rest is just showing the pages of Tracer in the comics. The one thing that you might notice from this article is that the article has not shown any gratitude for this thing. Their lineup doesn't feature much racial, body, or age diversity yet. They have been! When will it be for you to guys actually say yes? When will it be for you guys to actually show some form of gratitude? How about a thank you Blizzard or something? And you kept on saying that gamers are entitled. At least they actually play the game and actually pay for it and actually give positive reviews of it. You get to sit and whine, criticizing Blizzard without any valid reason. It's not diverse enough. Just, screw off.
When this bitch kicks, I'm moving to Vegas.
And now, we're gonna get into another article, and thankfully this one is less boring.
Our thoughts on Overwatch's Tracer being gay. The article starts off with a statement from Blizzard. As in real life, having variety in our characters and their identities and backgrounds helps create a richer and deeper overall fictional universe. From the beginning, we have wanted the universe of Overwatch to feel welcoming and inclusive and to reflect the diversity of our players around the world. As with any aspect of our characters' backgrounds, their sexuality is just one part of it that makes our heroes who they are. From the very beginning of our work on Tracer's story, it just felt right to make this an aspect of her character.
So, let me get this straight. In order to fill up and make this richer and deeper overall fictional universe, instead of filling the universe with interesting stories or character motivation or dilemmas or any sorts of events, Blizzard is more concerned with showing that Tracer is gay. I don't think that would actually make the fictional universe rich, but whatever, your priorities. So, here are the opinions from some of the writers at Kotaku regarding this news.
I feel like the question of diversity in Overwatch is something we've wanted to talk about for some time. We've slowly gotten more and more details about these characters. It's really neat, but I know we all have different thoughts about how Blizzard has handled this, for good and ill. For me, I love how anyone can be a hero in the world of Overwatch, but even with all of these heroes, we sometimes stumble in portraying them. In your mind, what works and what falls short? Why don't we start with the news item? We could! There's big news today! The latest comic gave us a look at Tracer's home life with her live-in partner Emily, which gives us Overwatch's first explicitly queer character.
So the article goes on into a conversation between a bunch of people. Let's get into some of the highlights that I want to comment on.
That article reads, they wanted to find a way for it to be revealed naturally and make it part of the unfolding story. I feel that this comic did that. Tracer buys her partner a scarf, her partner likes it, they kiss, the comic moves on. I think it was handled quite well, although the idea of Blizzard announcing a queer character feels sort of gimmicky.
Brief refresher, Cecilia is the kind of person who would love to see Keijo to die in obscurity. Because the anime is all about fan service and she wanted these fan services to be censored. So I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't show any sorts of gratitude. Gimmicky! So outing a gay character is bad because it's a gimmick now.
I was definitely concerned that revealing a queer character would come off as a gimmick, and I'm very pleased at how they pulled this off. This doesn't feel tokenized, and buying a gift for your partner has a natural place in a comic about the holidays.
Well, at least they show some gratitude and appreciate the thing.
I think having something explicit was necessary. Up until now, Blizzard seemed content to leave the queerness of characters up to the fans and capitalizing on the ambiguity they created. Having something definite gives queer players a proper point of contact. It also means they didn't pass on their promise. Comparing it to other comics where a character is revealed to have a significant other where one was not already present, I think it could be a lot worse, but I do agree that there's an element of surprise gay here.
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The meeting and conversation of your typical video game journalists. Talking about how characters can be outed as gay.
For myself, I go the other way. Queerness or other traits are integral parts of people's character and beings. The idea that we could separate them so easily troubles me, to be honest.
How integral do they really need to be? I mean, if a character's integral identity is being gay, that's perfectly fine, but I don't want that to be the only defining trait. There has to be something else from Tracer other than that, right?
It's easy to talk about what we don't like, but I'm just so happy that the token Overwatch character is a queer woman. I think that's great. Blizzard thought about diversity a lot for Overwatch, and it shows in the game. Sure, it's a marketing technique, but it doesn't feel forced or gimmicky, aside from how Tracer's queerness was teased. Well, Heather wrote this awesome piece for Giant Bomb about a possible solution. Hire more LGBT to tell their own stories.
No. Hire people who can write LGBT characters well to their story. Just because they're gay doesn't mean they're good at writing, okay?
At some point, we have to say, good job. Well, I don't think this is the point.
Wow. That's very blatant.
I'll use small words that you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
I don't know if I want to give someone props for merely acknowledging me, you know? We can still say good job while also critiquing what they're doing. That is definitely a good start.
You asked Senpai to notice you for like millions of times. And now that Senpai noticed you, you go, I don't know if I want to say thank you. Shut up. Seriously, shut up.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
Is this a good job? Well, I think it's executed well, and it's giving fans who were heretofore underrepresented something they surely wanted. But do I want to say good job? No, not really. It's the very least they can do.
I'm triggered by the notion that these people cannot be pleased. Oh, don't get me wrong, some of them are pleased with this, but there's still some of these people that go, nah, it's not enough. It's really not enough.
Lord, reveal your salvation, since I am your favorite among these heathens.
That's part of Overwatch's problem. It often feels like a diverse game made primarily by straight white guys for straight white guys. I think the holiday stuff being so Christmas-centric is evidence of that too.
Straight white guys. It was made primarily for straight white guys. Wow. Do you actually believe this?
You're such a bitch. What did you say? I have an itch.
I think a broader question at play is whether or not these forms of presentation can feel exploitative. Tracer is gay, and that is wonderful, but does that announcement merely use queerness as a marketing point? For me, it feels a bit like that is the case. It's interesting though, because in expanding a game's audience to include minorities and women, you have to market the game to them. It's a bit of a double-edged sword for sure.
I'm done. I just hurts my brain. I need more bleach. If you want to read through the entire conversation, they basically tiptoe between yay, a gay character, and wait, is this enough for us? They freaking tiptoe to their senses. It's almost painful to read. Just oh. And the thing is, guys, let me be clear. My reaction to Tracer being gay is a very underwhelming I'm not triggered by the fact that Tracer is gay. Absolutely not. Widow Tracer is my favorite ship. I'm all for lesbian characters, definitely. I'm just triggered by the people who are so ungrateful, so unbelievably entitled that they have to keep on demanding more. For what? Can I ask these people, for what exactly do you demand more queer characters? It's also that Senpai can notice you. Well, Senpai noticed you with Tracer, and here you are tiptoeing on whether or not you want to say thank you. Just say it! Thanks, Blizzard, for noticing me. It's very easy. Christ. And now we're gonna get into our resident moron, Jonathan McIntosh, as in a former assistant for Anita Sarkeesian. Refresher from my cracked video. He's Jonathan McIntosh. He's a fictional character who is trapped in the real world. He's the kind of guy who said that burning the office of a political party that he disagrees with is totally justified, but God forbid Kratos for teaching his son how to hunt. And here is Jonathan McIntosh giving his opinions on Tracer being gay.
It's good Blizzard is responding to demands for diversity. Maybe try designing some characters that make straight dudes super uncomfortable.
Wow. That is very blatant, Jonathan McIntosh. You want straight dudes to be uncomfortable? You're just mere inches of committing a mass genocide at this point. Someone should send you straight into a mental institution.
It should go on without saying that queer women do not exist for straight men. The comic book and gaming industries must have missed the memo.
That's right. Us straight men absolutely hated queer women. Yes, Overwatch has so many fan arts dedicated on queer pairings of its characters, and so many straight men love those fan arts. But nope, video game is no place for queer women. It's all place for straight men, and they don't ever once thought that lesbian women making out is hot. They never once thought of that. Ever.
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Sadly, games and comic creators consistently design their gay female characters so their straight male fans can also find it totally hot.
Wow. To any lesbians watching this video, Jonathan McIntosh wants you to be ugly. Jonathan McIntosh wants you to be paired with the ugliest person in the room. Jesus Christ, John. Are you born without a dick?
Gamers hate incoming in 3, 2, 1.
Nah. Gamers hated you for years now. It's a waste of energy to hate on you at this point. But now that you got the balls to insult lesbian women too, you literally tell lesbian women that they should look uncomfortable to straight men. How are you gonna achieve that, McIntosh? By making lesbian women ugly, of course. The only problem is when it's ugly to straight men, it's also ugly to other lesbians. So you're saying that you want lesbians to be ugly? Wow. That is spectacular. That is just so out there. That is just amazing. That was one hell of an insult. Wow. To any lesbian women in the room, go nuts in the comments section and tell this guy to go screw himself. Holy mother of God, that was insulting. I feel so bad to anyone who got insulted by this. I really do. I really do.
You know, Blizzard, maybe don't make your first openly lesbian character in Overwatch to be one that's specifically designed for the male gaze.
I really don't get this person's mindset. This character is a lesbian, and yet the design is for the male gaze. If the character is lesbian and attractive, it's designed for the lesbian gaze. And that's a good thing. How can you not see that?
You stupid, ignorant son of a bitch, dumb bastard! Jesus Christ, I've met some dumb bastards in my time, but you outdo them all. Get over there!
And finally, we're gonna end this video with our resident professional victim, Brianna Wu. Just listen to this.
While I'm thrilled to see Overwatch's Tracer is gay, it's worth noting gaming has long been eager to sexualize lesbians for the male gaze.
They sexualize lesbians for the lesbians as gays too, you moron! How about the lesbian gays? Don't you care about these lesbians having, at the very least, beautiful partners in their life? For someone to claim to care for lesbian lives, you sure as hell have quite a despicable, ugly outlook on them. I mean, Jesus Christ.
All I'm saying is, Tracer being gay is awesome, but don't kid yourself. Gaming is still homophobic as hell, with men, and transphobic too.
Do I have to respond to this? It speaks for itself. I don't have to respond. It speaks for itself. So, there you go. Tracer is gay and lots of people have opinions on it. Some are overreacting to it than others. Some are more insulting than others. And the most common thing of all is that these people never express any sorts of gratitude. Just a little bit of thank you to Blizzard would be nice. This is why you should never, ever please these people. There will never be a point in which they're pleased. So do yourself a favor and don't even try. That's all for the video today. If you like this, you can go ahead and click the like button and subscribe for more if you wish. You can support me on Patreon. And thanks for watching.